Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another exciting beer review. Today with another classic German Pilsner, as always, or at least as the videos are gonna be about that, which I've said before, the upcoming days. The beer I'm having today is Radeberger Pilsner, which comes from the small town Radeberg, just outside of Dresden in Sachsen. And the classical label looks like that, and you have the back label right there. Nice foil head on it, classical looking, as I said, at least in my opinion. This is a real fantastic beer in my opinion. I always enjoy to drink this one. It's got fantastic hops taste in it, just like almost like Jever, which is the number one German Pils in my opinion when it comes to the hops taste. But this is quite close to it in my opinion. It's the one beer that's close to Jever when it comes to hops amount among the German Pilsners in my opinion. It's also a really nice looking bottle. I think I always like when there's in the glass the name of the beer, which you probably can see right there, and that's the case on many of the ones I've tried before. I haven't just mentioned it. Anyway, let's see what the bottle says. Tafelgetränk ist im König Friedrich August der Dritte von Sachsen seit 1872 königlich sächsische Braukunst. Radeberger Exportbierbrauerei. And it has some gold medals also here. It gives the impression of some kind of royalty, which also the text right here explains. And there's also a text on the back label, which I really appreciate, even though it comes from a really huge brewery group, which this beer has been giving its name to. And I'm gonna review a lot of other beers from this brewery group, because they have been buying up a lot of other big beers in Germany. I've reviewed some of them before also. I haven't maybe just mentioned it, I think. Anyway, it's a text on the back label, which I said I appreciate. When you compare it to the InBev beers, they, as far as I remember, they don't have any longer texts on the back label which explains the beer, but this one does. It's 4.8 ABV also, I should mention that, of course. Alles am 11 December 1905, I have to mention the numbers in English. König Friedrich August der Dritte von Sachsen, Radeberger Pilsner zum Tafelgetränk seiner Majestät ernannte, setzte dieses Maßstäbe für die junge, aufstrebende Pilsner Brauart. Bis heute trägt jede Flasche Radeberger Pilsner das königliche Wappen Ausdruck. Diesem Anspruch jederzeit gerecht zu werden. Radeberger Pilsner, gebraut nach dem deutschen Reinheitsgebot. Zutaten: Wasser, Gerstenmalz, Hopfen. Radeberger Exportbierbrauerei Radeberg. And as I've said, this belongs to a really huge group of many different beers, and I will read a little bit about the history of the brewery, as always. Let's see. In Radeberg, outside East German Dresden, in 1872, Aktienbrauerei zum Bergkeller was founded. Since 1866, a privately owned small-scale brewery. In 1885, the business was registered under the name Radeberger Exportbierbrauerei. Radeberger was then the first brewery on German soil that exclusively brewed Pilsner, and even today the beer is brewed strictly according to the original recipe to guarantee its original taste. The soft spring water from Galgenberg, where the brewery was erected in 1872, is still used and is an important element of Radeberger Pilsner's character. For the brewing of 100 liters of beer, 1000 liters of water, 19 kilos of malt, 250 grams of hops, and 0.5 liters of yeast are needed. After boiling in the brewery, the beer ends up in fermentation cellars, where it ferments at 6 to 8 degrees Celsius for about 10 days. Today, Radeberger is found all over Germany as one of the 10 leading premium brands in the country, but also in a number of countries internationally as a representative for fine German beer culture. And an anecdote is, since I'm from Sweden, the Swedish cultural profile and German friend Horace Engdahl named in 2006 Radeberger Pilsner as the best German beer of all categories in the Swedish television program series Life and Horace in Europe. The company is a part of the group Radeberger Group, as I named it before, Radeberger was founded in 1872 as Aktienbrauerei zum Bergkeller, and it took its current name Radeberger Exportbierbrauerei in 1885. In 1905, it became the royal court supplier to Saxony's king, August III. During the GDR, it was mainly produced for export. And now some information about the Radeberger Gruppe. I thought that it could be worth to mention, since I've been talking about what huge family this Radeberger Gruppe is, and what other brands they are having. Radeberger Gruppe is the Oetker Group's beverage section that controls the various brands and manufacturing. The group includes Radeberger Pilsner, Jever, Freiberger, Allgäuer Brauhaus, Schöfferhofer Weizen, Tuscher, and many more. Radeberger Gruppe produces beverages in 16 locations in Germany. Radeberger Gruppe was formerly called Binding Gruppe, since Dr. August Oetker bought Binding Brauerei in 1952 and made it the group's beverage division. In 2002, the current name was adopted after one of the brands included the renowned Radeberger Exportbierbrauerei. In 2004, they bought Brau und Brunnen, which meant that the DAB, the Dortmunder Aktienbrauerei, and Schultheiss, which owns Berliner Kindl and Berliner Pilsner and all those beers, brands became part of the range. So there's, as I said, lots of other beers from this group. For example, Ur-Köstritzer. Ur-Krostitzer it's called, not Köstritzer, that's another one. But that's another one that I'm gonna review. Those two, both Köstritzer Schwarzbier and Ur-Krostitzer, both of them. It's a little bit hard for me to, define them, since the names are quite the same, but the beers aren't the same. But both of them are gonna come up, as well as the other ones I mentioned, which belongs to this group. Anyway, let's maybe go over to the tasting part. Seems like I've been talking for quite long. Let's open it up. First foil bottle that I'm reviewing on my channel, I think, but pour it up. Yeah, fantastic Pils look. Just the way a Pils should look. Clear, pale, yellow, nice, easy to see through color. Nice white head. Foamy head that keeps the taste of the beer in the bottle or the glass. In this case, really good, typical Pils, German Pils look, I think. Just the way it should be. See if we can get the rest of it. Like that. Yeah, this is the way a beer or a Pils should look, in my opinion. Really nice, isn't it? Just feel the aromas. Yeah, really feels like a typical Pils, German Pils, in my opinion. I shall put the bottle right here, and yeah, let's taste it. Yeah, it's a real amazing German Pils taste of it. As I said in the beginning, the way I recognize it from my experiences before is one that I described. It's correct still, that it's very dominant hops taste. Yeah, this is so amazing. It's close to Jever when it comes to the amount of hops in the Pils taste, but still maybe one step behind. But it's a fantastic Pils, in my opinion. Yeah, it's really amazing. The hops taste is it's hard to describe, but it stays for quite long afterwards. Fresh, really refreshing. It's a fantastic Pils, real German Pils style. Yeah, an amazing beer. Big recommendation for me to try this one. That's what I can say. And yeah, there's nothing more to say about it, really. See you tomorrow again, and hope you like my videos.